Nearly a decade ago, a man's fantasy became reality in a form never seen before. Kitchen Stadium, a giant cooking arena. The motivation for spending his fortune to create Kitchen Stadium was to encounter new original cuisines, which could be called true artistic creations.
On it, cuisine!
To realize his dream, he started choosing the top chefs of various styles of cooking. And he named his men the Iron Chefs, the invincible men of culinary skill.
それでは発表します。今日のテーマはこれです。I think so.
All right.
Now, if we can get a shot of the Iron Chef, here he is. The item that he was chilling earlier, notice he did flip it over.
Yes, looks like to have been flipped.
I was right. Okay.
Okay.
Notice that?
Now, do anything else with this?
No, just put it in the refrigerator.
Right.
All right, just chilling it'll be. You kidding? Is that what I think it is?
Melt that down to liquid form.
Okay.
And that way it's just so easy to use. You can pretty much put it on anything now.
Okay, and continuing with that, then just get it liquid and cull from that.
Exactly. That's the most common technique.
Okay, now back with Sakai, and check that out. Getting a tool there for removing the core.
This could be baked apples.
Cuisine!
Yes, from the floor, Shinichiro to go.
I asked Iron Chef Sakai how he feels fighting another dessert battle after the intense one that he had at Christmas, and he said, my approach today will be totally different. I'm not going to do time-consuming, intricate things this time. I'm going to be bold and powerful.
Gonna go on the offensive today.
Wow.
Seems like just a few weeks ago, Sakai in the Christmas dessert battle using strawberries, he won and challenged again today by another female chef.
All right. Well, these will be in the center and then some sort of chocolate decoration around the outside, I imagine.
Okay, well, so far in this one, the Iron Chef's not been dealing that much with chocolate. He's concentrated his efforts more on the apples, while the challenger has been doing a lot more with the chocolate.
Right.
And now, look, and up to this point, her dishes, her desserts, we really don't have a clear picture of where she's going.
Yeah, you're right, but they're obviously going to be very tasty. You can see that she's condensing the flavors just so well and so cleverly. So I'm really looking forward to this. Actually shaving it, you'd call it.
Chocolate shavings right there.
Yeah, it looks like she's just going to melt that down to liquid form.
Okay.
And that way it's just so easy to use. You can pretty much put it on anything now.
Okay, and continuing with that, then just get it liquid and cull from that.
Exactly. That's the most common technique.
Okay, now.
Okay, so what is he doing here exactly?
Chocolate on apples.
Gosh, it looks so good. I can't wait to eat this.
Right here in this dish, a direct usage combo of the two theme ingredients for this dessert battle. A variation on a chocolate-covered apple.
Oh, I missed another one. I was wrong. He's going to chill this.
You sure? You're running out of options now.
Yeah.
Doc, let's see, at the plate, 2 strikes early in the count, 1 more, and you know what happens.
Look, get off my skirt.
All right, so to be chilled, huh? Still gonna flip it over too,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be-
A done deal?
Well, these will be in the center and then some sort of chocolate decoration around the outside. Oh, we got the white chocolate now.
Okay, this is on Sakai's side, and they're getting into some shaving of their own, only with white chocolate, cut and shaven very fine. So they'll melt that down too and be able to use that in a variety of ways. Now, what's Sakai got over here?
Oh, it's a sponge cake.
The brown stuff here.
15 minutes
Sakai,
have
looks like some
elapsed.
steak fries right there.
Not potatoes, Cuisine.
I know, but they do look like steak fries.
Cuisine?
Yes.
One more thing, I asked the challenger how she's planning to incorporate the theme of St. Valentine's Day in her dishes, and she replied, there'll be chocolates that an adult gentleman would enjoy receiving, not just sweets for kids with bitterness added.
Like that. She's got it right. Good chocolate's got to be a little bit bitter. That's in my book for sure.
We're saying that before.
Now, if we
that's
can
right.
check this out, we need the camera to swing back over here. That's true. I just know for sure that he will flip this over at the end. You're looking at the bottom right
Okay, a
now.
final flip.
Yeah, and then into the oven.
All right, we shall see him back with Kondo here.
Cuisine!
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a tarte tatin. But
Which side are you talking about now?
Well, now I'm confused. Wait a minute. Who are we looking at?
That he had the heat on too high the first time around.
Right, yeah.
So he'll come back round 2 and lower that heat underneath.
Yeah, well, he does have enough time for that.
Right.
I think
minutes
that whole
have
concoction is going to go into the pie sheet.
All right, 30 minutes gone. Time's been flying by. An early celebration of.
Okay, all right, I see.
Oh, well, that's why you didn't know.
Well, normally you use small pebbles or stones for that purpose.
really?
But I guess you can use beans too.
All right, cut you some slack on that. But it's
Take the
dessert
whole thing.
deluxe
Right.
in this one. And now Sakai here.
He's redoing it?
Okay, core removing again.
Wow, so he did want to make them like baked apples, I guess.
Redoubling his efforts on this one.
Yeah, it has to be that, right? He did want to definitely maintain the shape. Oh, okay, I think she's making a compote.
compote. Still trying to dazzle us, huh, with the foreign words?
She's going to cool this down later for dessert. Well, of course, all true. I just know for sure that he will flip this over at the end. You're looking at the bottom, right?
Okay, a final flip.
Yeah, and then into the oven.
All right, we shall see him back with Kondo here.
Cuisine.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and the word from the floor was that he had the heat on too high the first time around.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, he'll be
Okay,
fine.
now back with the challenger.
Gosh, it looks so good. I can't wait to eat this.
Right here in this dish, a direct usage combo of the two theme ingredients for this dessert battle. A variation on a chocolate. And also, she's starting to step it up at the end.
Yeah, now the challenger, she's got the weights off of that item now.
And looks like this is done or near done. A first dish for her.
Now,
okay, and looks like she's. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Look at that.
I see.
Boy,
That's
it's
so
so
cute.
sweet.
that looks wonderful. And now she's pouring something over it, filling it up right there.
What is that?
It looks very good.
Zooming in.
Okay.
Yes, looks great. Like to have that for takeout.
Yeah, right
Unfortunately, we don't get to try them, but if it's what I think it is, it's going to be a little sour. She is
sour.
really good. She's really got her act together.
Emotion?
All right,
Indeed
it is.
You know, his slow motion's faster than most people's regular motion.
Boy,
You know?
if I tried that, there would be nothing left to eat.
If I tried it, there'd be blood on the floor. Anyway, your dad wouldn't let you pick up a knife.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay, now.
So yeah, he'll be
Okay,
fine.
now back with the challenger taste test there.
Yeah.
Meantime, Sakai, his first bit of business with the apples, and you saw his reaction when they were unveiled, shaking his head like, no, no, no. Some of the thin slices there.
But that's also going to take a bit of time, though.
Okay, assistant with the tedious task there. Probably never thought he'd be doing that. Now back with Sakai.
Oh, it's a galette that he's making.
Okay, on top of the chocolate.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a pomme galette.
Look. Oh,
What a concept. On apple.
wow.
Now the challenger is starting to work, do something with melted chocolate, dropping some, wow, them all over on that metal sheet.
Doing some piping there with the melted liquid chocolate.
Her
And she's
parents
making
up in the royal box today, proudly looking on as their daughter competes on a national stage, battling the Iron Chef. And look at the finished product right there from Sakai. The delicate.
So clever.
It hardens very quickly, and then you just shave it right off.
Look,
There you
she's
go.
going right there. The slide right off.
That's pretty interesting, isn't it?
Amazing, and it's so pretty.
Yeah, so for decorating her
Oh,
dishes.
I like
All right,
that.
it gets better and better, this one. Just looking at it warms the cockles of my heart. Numamiya-san, how about this one for your dad?
Boy, I'm learning a lot.
Kevin,
Getting
what a
lots of
collection. Look at all of the items on that tray right there.
You just loaded it up with fruit.
Unbelievable.
Blueberry.
Pulling out all the stops on that one. Valentine's Day presentation. Kondo back at the fridge. It's got to come out and get it done right at the very end. Final seconds tick down, and that's it. The cooking's done. The battle is over.
So, how did the time go?
It went by very quickly.
Oh, it's really too bad the coffee sherbet didn't work out.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But how would you rate the other dishes that you created?
About half as good as I expected, I suppose.
Only half?
Yeah.
So, can I ask if you're still confident about winning?
I'm missing something.
The dish that got away, huh?
Yeah, because I put so much into it.
Had
It's a
high
shame.
hopes for that
Yeah.
one. How was the battle?
This is the second dessert battle. Not
Right.
being able to use similar techniques from last time made it tougher.
Oh, so a different approach was used, but the dishes still turned out nicely, right?
Well, I made some mistakes, but the key is how to use the given conditions. I think I did okay in that respect.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And now the moment of truth, tasting and judgment. Culinary critic Asako Kishi. First, the dishes of Challenger Kondo.
I can taste the alcohol.
Very nice. I like this very much. The sourness and wine?
Yes, some wine.
Very refreshing aroma.
I like this
Yeah.
very much.
Thank you very much.
One could say that this represents a complicated kind of love, or really a screwed up relationship. I mean, the complexity of it is really what I like here.
And now up the dishes of Iron Chef Sakai.
There are a variety of flavors mixed in this. I'm enjoying this very much as I'm eating along.
Both the Challenger and Iron Chef probably plans to save the chocolate only for their loved ones, so they gave us more apple today. I wish they had put a little bit more chocolate to their dishes.
Makes it. Whose cuisine reigns supreme?
대주진 사과의 희열기.
It's the Iron Chef, Sakai winning. 2 for 2 in dessert battles, this time against one of the best dessert chefs in the country.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. All girls all over the world. Original King Juliet for the girls, man. I love how all the girls they love to move their body. When you move your body, you know move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big she body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, energetic. Big she body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big she body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big she body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. Woman, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup.